1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, check. Check sound, check sound, check sound. Bismillah. Check 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Check, 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 check. All right. Okay, everyone. Greetings. Good evening, good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you're watching this from. Welcome. Welcome to this live stream. Yeah, my name is Denny. I am a villager, okay, from Indonesia. I am a non-English, I'm non-native English speaker, okay, but I like to use English, okay, to uh, connect with people, right? And also I use this platform to practice my English, talking about different topics. I try to ask simple questions, but follow with a deeper conversation. And yeah, so welcome. Okay, I hope you have a great day. Okay, and if it's evening time by your place, at your place, I hope you had a wonderful day. And if it's morning time, while you're watching this video, I hope you would have a great day. Okay. All right. Hey, Shivam, welcome back. All right. And Prashan, welcome back. I'm good. Thank you. How are you, Prashan? Salam, brother. Hey, Black Jesus. Welcome. Walaikum salam. When is Eid? That's a good question. It depends where you are. uh, let me double check. I haven't checked the calendar yet. To be honest. I hope you don't, I hope you guys don't mind. Drinking and chatting with you guys. Drinking means in my village, drinking doesn't mean drinking alcohol. Okay, drink means you drink tea or water. Oh, you had a math exam today. Wow. Okay. And how was it, Prashan? Do you think that you did well? You know, it was terrible as always. Yeah. Yes. Welcome to our. If there's a community of people who had a bad result of math, that you would be welcome. Okay, that would be including me. Any case, this cup, right? It has a very small handle here, so my fingers are too big. So I can only fit two fingers, but it looks awkward, when like this. What is this now? So might as well just do this. Yeah. So what was today was it was okay day, and Shivam said, you try Indonesian tea. Oh, you try Indonesian tea. You liked it. See, uh, you will not be disappointed. Hey, Captain Blackbird, peace be with you too. Walaikum salam to you too, Captain Blackbird. Yes. Yes, Danny's back. So Prashant said this time you might get 82. Oh, okay, 82 is not so bad, and it's not bad. Some people would celebrate it. They got 82 in math exam. Some people would buy a cake to celebrate that. I got 82. Yay! And then their parents will print a certificate, of achievement. My son got 82 in his math. Right. Yes. Tonight, right, I would like to continue our conversation from the morning, but in a more relaxed way. I noticed that maybe the question this morning attracted wild wolves, the big bad wolves. So maybe with the next question, it will be more ease. It will deliver my intention better, maybe. Hello, Anun. Welcome back. Anun, it's good to see you again. Yeah. And Luke, welcome back, Luke. I'm good, thank you, Luke. How about yourself? How are you? How are you doing, Luke? Look, you were not here this morning. Oh, it was a madhouse this morning. Yes. Okay, let me read Captain Blackbird. Says this conversation always heat up the room. Yes, that's why scholars from different positions can bring more peaceful and educational discussion, in my opinion. Yes, you're right. Usually, educated scholars normally they are more cool-headed, than us. Why do you have two shirts on? Yes, because if I only wear one, I feel exposed. No, I'm just joking. I have this I have this insecurity. I feel insecure wearing only one T-shirt. So I always wear a vest, right, and then a T-shirt. I think because I'm always skinny. I don't know. It's just I've always been skinny. Okay, Shivam said, what would you like to say about this Hanta virus that is spreading? Oh, that's a good question, Shivam. It's just I think it's too early for me to say anything about that. But I think I hope um, it will just another distraction. Just something that will fade away. Okay, eventually. I hope it's not gonna be more serious. Okay, and yeah. Oh, the ship dock in your country today. Oh, careful there, Blackbird. Oh, they have it under control. Oh, yeah. Prasham said, so scared about the war in the UAE. Oh, yeah. I know. War is always scary, bro. It's the war in not only in the UAE but in the region is this is a transition, from Pax Americana to a new Pax, just like what before Pax Americana it was Pax Britannica, and now we are in the middle of the transition, or in the transition of the shift from Pax Americana to a new Pax. We'll see. Okay, See where it's going. Okay, Luke said, speaking of war, Putin says, oh, I'm sorry, guys, I forgot to set the message. I couldn't see all messages earlier. Okay, now I can see. Yeah, yeah, sorry. Meaning it's more dangerous for people with a weak immune system. Okay, yeah. Hmm. Soon be doing business in yen. Um, there will be. I don't think that the domination of U.S. dollar will fade totally. I think it will still be there, but yeah, there will be like maybe like more multipolar world maybe that we are embracing right now. How does it feel when someone makes fun of your personality? Parshan said, yes. How does it feel? It feels make fun of your personality. Yeah, I got that a lot. People make fun of my personality. The US have a huge debt calling, a ceiling, I'm saying, not calling. Sure, it has to collapse at some point. It well, it has that ceiling, but I'm not sure if it's going to collapse because the U.S. has a different uh, situation, not yeah, different, has a very unique advantage. Okay, so the U.S. can actually have debt as much as they want, not like other countries. Islam is bad religion, Muhammad. Very no. Okay, Lyle. Unless if you have a question, I will ask you. Okay. Yeah, this is your last warning. Okay. If you have a question, ask a question. If you don't have any question and just throwing words like that, this is not a place for you. Okay, Lyle. True. China has gained lots of international territories. Okay. Why did Muhammad marry a child? That's my question. Okay, I already explained to you guys. I'm sorry, I didn't explain to you this morning, Lyle. Okay, Lyle, it's not true. Okay, Lyle, Prophet Muhammad didn't marry a child. Okay, so to prove that, okay, this is my argument. Okay, so first of all, um, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, married Aisha. Okay, now a few years okay before he married Aisha, Lyle. Okay, um, there was a battle. Okay, there was a battle of Badr. Okay, now I'm talking about the historical fact. Okay, so you cannot change historical facts. So I'm sharing with you this historical point of view. About 2 or 3 years, okay, it could be wrong. Maybe someone can correct me. A few years before the Battle of Badr, okay, um, the Prophet made an announcement that, okay, requirement that anybody who's not, okay, only people who's older than 15, okay, allowed to go to the battlefield. Okay, so only people who's older than 15 were allowed to go to the battlefield of Badr. So at that time, Aisha, they were not married yet. Aisha already went there, okay, on the battlefield. Um, I think this nurse, she was nursing. Okay, so I didn't know how old was she at that time, but assuming she must be older than 15. Okay, My second argument, okay, um, Aisha had a sister. Okay, Aisha had a sister, and her Aisha's sister passed away when she was so when she reached. They were only like 2 years difference. Okay, I think, and counting the date back from Aisha's sister passed away to the Battle of Badr. Okay, so more or less that when the Prophet Muhammad married Aisha, so she must be, I don't know, at least 19, 20, or 22, you know. So Lyle, so that's the thing, okay? And my third argument, okay, that marrying a child is against the teaching of the Quran, okay? In the Quran, the man must marry a woman, okay, not a little girl, okay? So, yeah, so that's my explanation to you, okay? Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna read. Why is India better than China now? Why did India better than China? I don't know. Population is getting older. Indian population has more young workers. Oh, I see. Okay. India is better because of beautiful places, new handmade, so many. Did the Chinese also? Oh, hardship, harsh. Welcome, harsh. Welcome back. Okay. You're wrong. Aisha was 6 years old. You're wrong. Okay. Okay, are you this is not a debate, okay, Lyle? I'm just giving you information. If you don't want to accept that, that's your problem, okay? You really want to believe that why are you so obsessed, you know, having somebody married a very young girl? Lying about Islam. Oh, I'm giving you historical context, Lyle, okay? It's a fact, okay? Historical fact. I'm not making things up, you know, I'm not. You're lying, you're lying. I don't want to hear your explanation. La 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 la. You're, I don't want to believe that. Okay. Well, that's not how Lyle speaks, by the way. Okay, this is how that's how Lyle speaks in my mind. Okay, so I don't know how Lyle sounds like. Thank God China and whole Asia doesn't have your mindset. Yes, Lyle. Yes, 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 Lyle. Of course. Yes, yes. Welcome, Lyle. Well, how about Lyle? How about have a seat, Lyle? You know, relax. You know, and have some tea. You know, have some Indonesian tea, Lyle. Okay, and maybe I don't know. Maybe introduce yourself nicely. Like, hi, my name is Lyle. You know, my favorite color is, you know. Okay, Danny, do you know that some people are energy feeder? They survive on wasting someone's time with intellectual dishonesty. Yes, yes, Captain Blackbird, I agree with you. This, there are some living proofs for, you know, from your statement. Yes, I totally agree with you. And you know, Captain Blackbird, what's the word? Yes, You know what? We need those people, to make our life colorful, Captain Blackbird. Otherwise, for our life could be, boring, maybe, right? We need some laughter. Yes, yes. We need some laughter. Okay. Lyle, okay, this is your last warning. Lyle, you can ask questions. Okay, you don't have to insult anybody. Okay, you don't have to insult Prophet Muhammad. If you have a question, I would be more than happy to answer that. Okay, and I have done it already. Okay, if you do this again, I will report you. Okay, Lyle. Okay, I'm being nice here. Okay, I'm more than I think reasonable. You're afraid of the truth. Yes, yes, Lal, yes. I always thank those people because they made my faith in Islam stronger, alhamdulillah, and gave me a reason to investigate my own. Yes, I agree with you, Blackbird. You practice Arabic calligraphy in my spare time. Wow, look, you have an interesting hobbies. Look, I must say. Yes. um, what's the word? Indonesia now, okay, is trying to stop exporting raw materials. They want to process the material themselves before they export the commodities. But interestingly enough, we found it shocking that actually the international rule, right, in World Trade Organization, um, actually doesn't allow Indonesia to do that. And the rule was made in 1944, right? I think it was 1944, before the countries, that colonized the African and Asian countries, before they gave those countries independence. They make sure that those countries keep exporting raw materials, and they are not allowed to stop the export of raw material, okay, unless that raw material is already finished, or depleted. Isn't that interesting? So Indonesia had to face. Actually, Indonesia was being sued, a few years ago, by European Union, for wanting to stop the export of raw material, and then process it in the country first before they export. Yeah, Shibam, what is uh, today's date? Today's day. Okay, all right. Captain Blackbird watches news from different countries as a hobby, and I find a lot of similarities of the problem they face. Yes, more extreme than others, but they all show a pattern. Yep, yep, yep. Yep. We all. That's why we're on the transition now, guys. Okay, transition from unipolar Pax Americana to multipolar world. Okay. Um, some argue that it would be Pax Judaica. Pax, not first Pax, but Pax Americana was born, um, continuing the Pax Britannica, and the transition, okay, from Pax Britannica to Pax Americana was World War One and Two, and right now, okay, we are in the there's some belief that we are in the transition from Pax Americana to Pax Judaica, and yeah, so we're gonna be facing a lot of shocks, if I may say shocks. Finish. Yes, yes. I think Luke is right. Okay, all signs show that American influence is decreasing. Yes, all signs show. Um, it's really, the world is molding to something, So yeah, yeah. So for America and Israel are those point at least popular countries on the world stage. Yes, but in the Middle East, right? I think the role of United States will be replaced. In the Middle East. Okay, it seems like the signs are showing. Again, this is just a villager's point of view. Okay, guys, okay, don't have to believe me. The role of the U.S. now will be replaced by Israel. So that's why all these things happening now in the Middle East. And countries there are, you know, shifting alliances. So the some would be more, some will form a more formal alliance with Israel, and then some, I don't know, might not. But yeah, yeah. There will be money pumped into PR the coming years. Yeah, yeah, yeah. True. Makes sense. Mm. What's the word? I'm trying to be careful here. From Islamic eschatology, okay. Pax America is okay. What should I say? Okay, let me start from the beginning now. This is too heavy. I don't know if I share this. If I should share this now. Okay, maybe next time. But it has something to do with Antichrist. Okay, so all these things that's going on in the Middle East, from the perspective of Islamic eschatology, it's related to the Antichrist. Okay, but that's it is heavy, but I think people should talk about this. Oh, it's not heavy for you. Oh, okay, Captain Blackbird. Okay, so okay, hear me out. Okay, So so Israel will win and will be staging ground for the yeah. Okay, let me uh, what's it add? Okay, let me add some ingredients to that. Okay, so from the Islamic perspective, right, Islamic eschatology perspective, okay, the Antichrist or Dajjal, okay, the Muslims call it Dajjal, but the Christian call him the Antichrist, okay, will rule the world, okay, in 40 days, okay, will rule the world in 40 days. Now, the first day will be like a day, like a year, okay, and the second day would be a day like third day would be a day like a week, okay, and then the rest of the days will be the day like our normal days. Basically, that's from Islamic perspective, okay, eschatology. Now, the Islamic eschatology is a new field, okay, um, because it requires events, to unfold first, for the scholars to read the patterns, So there are some scholars believe that the first day, okay, the Dajjal's first day, like a year, okay, means that Dajjal ruled the world for a very long time. That is in the form of Pax Britannica. And Dajjal's one day, like a month, okay, is in the form of Pax Americana. Okay, so Pax, they both are related. It's just a continuation of the same entity that is ruling. Okay. So now we are entering, okay, or maybe in the beginning stage of Dajjal's one day like a week, okay. Um, Now, some argue that one day like a week would be Pax Judaica, Um, so why Pax Judaica, Because remember I told you this morning, right, that the Jews are waiting for the Messiah because they don't believe that Jesus is the Messiah, okay? So they're still waiting for the Messiah. Um, Now, to what's the word? In Islamic perspective, the false Messiah, okay, will come, right, to earth, right, and then the Jews also believe that this Messiah will come to earth, and so in order for them to convince this Messiah, okay, that the kingdom is there, they have to create the holy state of Israel. They have already done that. And the next step would be to make Israel as a ruling state of the world, just like the kingdom of Solomon, in the past. Um, so yeah, so we are entering the stage of Pax Judaica, and the thing is, each transition, okay, the transition from one Pax to another is always done in a way. There's a lot of bloodshed. Okay, that's so something like that. So you don't have to believe me, by the way. I'm just a villager. I'm a villager, just yapping on YouTube here. Yeah. Okay, I'm reading your. The prophet said that Dajjal will be the test human beings will face on this earth. Yes, men will hold their women captive and son at home because they will go to him out of obsession. His water will be fire and his fire will be water. Yes. Yes. Okay, it is a group set up in Israel getting ready to rebuild the third temple when the time is right. Yeah, yeah, look, there you go. See? They have priests with the right lines and the right clothes and tools and stuff. Yeah, I believe you. Look, I don't know, but yeah, yeah, that's very possible, you know. So they are preparing, you know. Yeah, and I also agree with Luke, you know, that Dajjal will offer two rivers, you know. One is river of fire, and one is river of water, you know. And while what appears to be river of water is actually river of fire, and what appears to be river of fire is actually river of water. And yeah, 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 there you go. You miss my chats. Oh, okay, let me read Shivam. Okay, let me read Shivam's chat. Shivam said Indian bros blasting in chat. Where Indian bros? I didn't see it. I didn't see. 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 Nope. Nope. I don't see it here. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Luke's eyes wide open. Yes. As a Christian, I know about the Jewish faith because it's what Jesus followed. Yes, Luke. Agreed. Budek. Oh, Filipino? No, I'm not Filipino. Okay, I'm Indonesian. What is topic going on? The topic is Shivam tonight. Just keep me company, Shivam. Just talk about nonsense here, okay, Shivam? Keep me company, okay? We talk about humanity, religion, economy, you know, about yeah, anything. A simple question, deep conversation. That's the concept. A simple question, but deep conversation. Yes, Budi Ho. Yeah, Budi Ho. Welcome, Budi Ho. Okay, Captain Blackbird said there's a YouTuber called Virilim. Good stuff. Well, there's another YouTuber called Danny the Villager. It's also good stuff. Just joking. Oh, don't listen to me, okay? Yes, yes. I'm gonna check that YouTuber, you know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a church in my town founded 674 AD, ancient church. Wow. Hmm. Yeah, he gives. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. This is we are actually in the interesting time. Living in an interesting time where actually normal people, like you and me, we can actually voice ourselves, and on social media. We don't have to rely on corporate, media. Like in the past, TV or radio station. So yeah, we are living in a very interesting time, I must say. Yeah, give it a shot, Captain Blackbird. Yeah. I'm just joking. I'm a new live streamer. Okay, guys. I only started live stream about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, more or less 2 weeks ago. So at first I didn't know what to talk about, but I only wanted to discuss things that I know and I have passion about. So generally, I am passionate about theology, economy, history. So yeah, so thank you guys for participating here. Okay, you part of my journey. Okay, basically, and Lyle too. Lyle also part of my journey. Lyle, if you're still there, Lyle, you are also part of my journey. Okay, and Shivam, of course. Yeah. Okay, well, such an one day you'll become a big live streamer, inshallah, Captain Blackbird. Amin. No, it's okay. I think they probably to be a big live streamer, there's some challenges, and I'm not sure if I can handle that. So I'm just gonna go with the flow. That's all. Let's see. What was life like for Indonesian people before technology? Oh, what was life for Indonesian people before technology? Yes, Shibam, let me think. Let me process that question first, okay? Uh, Technology before maybe modern technology, right? Maybe, okay, that's what you mean. That today technology like cell phones, cars, maybe, right? Um, from so life in Indonesia used to be kingdoms, and we used to be uh, one of the richest kingdom in the world. I know it's a bold statement, but hear me out. For over 1,000 years, right, the world actually uh, bought spice, from the east, so they purchased spices from India, but many Indian traders from Gujarat, they purchased the spice from the islands that was today Indonesia, so Europeans, the Chinese, all the other civilizations, when they purchase the price, they purchase it with gold and silver, right? And so for more than 1,000 years, most of the gold and silver from around the world ended up in the islands of Indonesia. And the kingdoms at that time, that were so glamorous, in comparison, like built up, what's the word, palaces, covered with gold, jewelries, everywhere, um, and then for that was going on for 1,000 years, maybe more. And then what happened was Gog and Magog, right, took over Western civilization, and they spread out all over the world, they created mischiefs, and then uh, long story short, the Indonesians couldn't fight Gog and Magog, they're too powerful. So they lost, and then people from across the sea and stole our gold and silver. Yeah, Gog and Magog are not behind the wall anymore. Or there are two opinions. Okay, Captain Blackbird. There's the one opinion they're still behind the wall. Another opinion, well, they're already out there. They're already out there, alive and kicking. So I'm the one who believes that they're already out there, because the signs are already clear. Wow, it is them. Even though I cannot see them, but like what is it? The Gog and Magog's trademark is what is it? Fasad, right? In the Quran, they commit fasad, right? When those people asked Zulkarnain, because they committed fasad, So yeah, today, there's a certain civilization, that committed fasad. Fasad, for those of you who's not aware, the word fasad means to corrupt something to the level of destruction. Look, there's a civilization that touch agriculture, and then they corrupt agriculture. So this same civilization touch the value of family, it corrupted. It touch anything they touch, education, it corrupted. Anything that they touch, they corrupted. But who are they according to you? And I don't judge you. Okay, Captain. They are the force behind behind what's going on here. What's going on today. The force. I cannot identify the people. That would be like, wow. How do you claim? But they are the force. They are there. They are very powerful people. I mean, they're so powerful. Even Jesus have to ask God, right, to defeat them, right? Yeah. So now look at these people. Where do they live? Right, in the Quran, where do they live? They live in a place where there were people who live there, right, and where their language is not related to the other region, right? And they live between what do you call it, the Caspian Sea and the Black Sea. That's when the Zulkarnain traveled, right? Caspian Sea, Black Sea. They live behind the mountain range. The wall that you mentioned earlier is in the mountain range. Now, what mountain range geographically? Which mountain range is it? It's there. The only mountain range between Caspian Sea and the Black Sea is the Caucasus Mountain. Shivam said, "What are you talking about?" I'm sorry, Shivam, okay? I was just yapping around here, okay? Forgive me, Shivam. Yeah, interesting view. You're right. It is interesting hypothesis, right? And if they are here today, look, what did the prophet say? They will be coming, right, from the high place, right, towards Jerusalem, right? And they will come in waves. So they don't come at once, right? They come in waves, and they drink the water from the Sea of Galilee, right? Who's consuming the water of Galilee now? Something to think about. Do I consider Dajjal an actual entity or a force? That's a very good question, Captain. There are some opinions that Dajjal is a symbol, a force or structure. For now, right? For now, I will stick with Dajjal as in the form of a person, because to convince the Jews that he's the Messiah, he has to be in a human form. Um, so he will be in a human form, even though he's not here today, but he will emerge as a human form, just like the prophet said. So it's not. So for now, my opinion is he's not a structure or political structure, because otherwise he's not going to be able to convince the Jews, right? How is that Dajjal from? Yeah, Shibam, I'm sorry. I don't know where to start, Shibam. Okay. Let me see Dajjal. What is it? I don't know where to start, Shibam. Really, to be honest, I don't know where to start. Because Shibam, okay, just uh, briefly, I'm trying to make it simple. Right? The Christians and the Muslims, okay, believe there will be this entity, Shivam, okay, that will come, okay. So the Christian call this entity the Antichrist, okay, and the Muslim will call this entity Dajjal, okay, the false Messiah, okay. So that's in the simple the simplest explanation that I could think of right now. Okay, and the statement of the sign of his forehead viewable from believers. Yes, yeah, that's a very good question. Yeah, you know what? I don't know how to answer that, Captain. Yes, yes, yes. I need to do my homework. But I think, right? What's the word? From comparing both to Christian eschatology, right, and Muslim Islamic eschatology regarding this figure Antichrist, it seems like Islamic eschatology has more detail, Um, so yeah, yeah, it's interesting, it has more detail. I feel that's how I feel. It has more detail in terms of the signs of this, the appearance, how it looks, and then also events that will emerge before the appearance. It has more details. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, Captain. You know what? I don't blame any of us, for not investigating that because, to be honest, scholars today they don't talk about this really. Not in the not in the masjid. They don't really discuss about this, because I don't blame them. In order to discuss about this, you actually takes international monetary system. You need to be knowledgeable in history, international history, world history. Um, Only then you can actually connect the dots. You know, yeah, that's let's see. Luke says, Jews don't believe in hell or Satan. The word Satan in Hebrew means obstacle or stumbling block. Okay, okay. I think in Islam, Satan means transgress. The transgressors. So from Islamic point of view, like Satans are not is it can be humans, right? And it can be also other creatures. Those creatures who transgress, they are part of the Satans. So it's not Satan is not one being. Yeah. Shivam is asking a very good question. Are there similarities between the Islamic Quran and the Bible? Yes, yes, yes. There are similarities, okay, Shivam. Like, for example, that I can think of right now. Okay, that I can think of right now. Um, the Bible says only worship one God. Okay, the Old Testament, and Islam also says that also only worship one God. And the Bible is talking about prophets, of God, before Jesus, and then the Quran also mentioned about the same prophets, like Moses, Abraham, Adam, peace be upon them all, and so on. So yeah, there are similarities. You're right, Shivam. It's a very good question. And actually, you know what? There's similarities between Islam and Hindu too. Hmm. Yes, yes, and Captain Blackbird, I just mentioned that. Both is Muslims and Christians believe that Jesus was born from the Virgin Mary. Okay, so um, the mother of Jesus, peace be upon him, she's not married. She's a virgin, and then yeah. So Luke said very interesting. Kulhu Allahu Ahad sounds very similar to part of the Hebrew Bible. Yeah, yeah. Because from Islamic perspective, okay, I'm just sharing this to Shivam. Uh, Islam doesn't see it, Muslims don't see Islam as a new religion, okay? Islam doesn't see, Muslims don't see Islam as a new religion. It's just a continuation of the previous message, which is only worship one God. That's, yeah. Abu is Abba, Ibn, yes, Ben, yes, yes, Luke is correct, yes. Yes, Captain Blackburn is correct. The Hebrew, Arabic, Aramaic, these are the, what do you call it? Sister language, right? Sister language. Same root. What's it? Latin, right? Latin, like what's it? English and German, maybe, right? Same root. So once you master one language, it's easier for you to learn the other language. Yes, there you go. Luke said yes. All right, Shivam is 10:20. Okay, thank you, Shivam, for saying hi here, Shivam. Yeah, the answer is in Shivam's name, Shiva. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so now, since we are calm people here that is in this room, now we can talk about what's coming, you know. We can discuss about what is coming. What is coming? Indonesia was Hindu. When did Indonesians convert? Yes, actually, Indonesia, what the common belief, right? Indonesia was Hindu and Buddha at once before Islam was introduced, you know. But actually, it's not entirely true, you know. So there was Hinduism, right, and Buddhism, but it's already the teaching is already altered by the priests in Indonesia, you know, because there was also what do you call it, indigenous faith. No, that's not the right word, indigenous faith. This is already another faith, you know, in Indonesia before Hindus and Buddha's teaching, you know. So the kings at that time and the priests decided to modify, you know, yeah, a tribal belief, maybe, if you may say that. Yes, yes, the belief. Now the belief is before Hinduism and Buddhism came, was actually a belief in the, you know, powerful spirit, you know, the creator basically. And the belief was you when you pray, right, you go to the higher place, you know, like mountainous area, and then you must not use any you know, statues or whatsoever, you know, to pray. You just need to pray in you know, together with emptiness, you know, nothingness, you know. That's it basically. You Because in their belief that the creator cannot be imagined, you know, you cannot imagine the appearance of the creator. So therefore, you go to nature, you know, you pray, and then you become one with the universe, and then that's it. Um, and then the Hindus came, and then they, you know, and the Hindus and Buddhists came, and then they modified it, you know. So the kings have to ensure that there's no conflict between them, you know. Yeah, yeah. So what I'm trying to say is that for thousands of years, that the Indonesian kings, kingdoms, you know, we already practice living in harmony, you know, between different beliefs. The English used to have similar beliefs. Yeah, there you go. Look, and I believe you. I believe you. The English used to have similar beliefs, you know, and then because from again from Islamic perspective, that God actually sent a messenger, different nation, you know, each people, each nation. So they have their own messenger, and that messenger taught them the concept, you know. We had our own set of gods and goddesses. Yeah, okay. And what's the word? Yeah, yeah. So even if you check, you know, the tribes, you know, who live in the rainforest, you know, the so-called isolated tribes, they have the concept of you know, life after death, you know, and evil, you know. So someone taught them that. Yeah, so Odin, Luke says Odin is an ancestor originally. All Germanic tribes worship him, including the English. Yes, I think with Odin's story is similar to what happened in China. You know, maybe. So probably he was a real living person, yeah, and then people really loved him, and then respected him, and then after generations, they lift him up to the level of deity. That's what happened in China. So they they like to do that. Historically, they choose a real person, historical figure, and then they um, was because they respected him and loved him so much. They elevated his status into the level of God. Wednesday is Woden's day, or yeah, Odin's in Norse. Yeah, yeah, I believe you. Yes, yes, yes. Then came the Catholic Church. Roman gods. Yeah, yeah. So there's similarities. There are many similarities. It's very interesting. Similarities with different cultures. The practice of uh, changing the status of a real person, into is so high to the level of God, and then after generations, and then people ended up worshiping that person, that figure. So I thought it was only in China, but then since Luke mentioned something about that, the possibility that Odin was a real person, now it clicked. It might be similar to China. All ethnic groups have a kind of travel region, and that way you can trace your ancestors back a long time. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Now, I think, right? Okay, amazing. Have their own folklore. Blackbird. My ancestors are from Morocco. I bet they worshipped some boring mountain gods. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, yeah, isn't it interesting that the I think besides the way I see it, right? Someone taught them. Someone taught them. Okay, different from different people from different cultures in the past. Someone taught those people there is a creator that needs to be worshipped. That no, I'm sorry, not needs to be worshipped, but that deserves to be worshipped. Okay, I think I have to correct myself. Okay, okay. So there is concept of God. That's so someone taught them there's a concept of God. Regardless of where they're coming from. Through one God. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, yes. So someone taught those people, so someone, again, so from my perspective, okay, I believe that, okay, it makes sense, if is when Islam says that, okay, God sent a messenger to each nation, each people, then yeah, okay, it looks like, yeah, it looks like it's true, so far, that those people, regardless of where they are from, different cultures, they someone taught them the concept of God, the one who created heavens and earth. I agree with you, Luke. I believe people always had the natural instinct to worship one God, but that society shapes his or her view. Yes, 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 yes. Exactly. Yep. And then the society taught them to be this and to be that and to be this group and that group. And then the religious leader, you know, trying to convince them that that group uh, is what's the word? It's not good. Wants to harm us, you know. Good combo, peaceful. Yes. So enjoy it, Captain Blackbird, while it lasts, because tomorrow it might be not this peaceful. Enjoy it. Imagine being in a pagan society that converts the change must have been hard. Yeah. A pagan society that converts the change must be. Yeah, I think so, Luke. Going against everyone you love is difficult. That's right, Captain. That's why the transition was not peaceful, right? I mean, I remember the story uh, in Byzantium Empire. The pagans. There was it was bloody. It was bloody, basically. Yes. And then until the emperor have to okay, stop fighting, guys. And they had to merge, this paganism and Christianity, and shape it into something new. To stop the rebellions. In England, the church was wiped out several times and rebuilt. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that, Luke. That's a good question, Captain Blackbird. Do you think England is still a Christian country or a secular democracy? It's a good question. Yep. Let's hear it from Luke, the one who lives there. And from there, right, Luke? Completely secular, except for the Jews and Muslims, I think. Okay. Yeah. The Jews have their ambulance over there. Really? Why? That's interesting. Something like that. Or maybe they have a good reason. Okay, let's hear it. Maybe let's hear it from the Jews. Yeah, if any Jews watching this recorded live stream, yes, yes, please explain to us, is this true or not? By the way, we are open-minded people, okay? So, but they pay for it themselves, so it's not a drain on taxpayer. Okay, I see. Okay, so they pay themselves. Wait. So I don't understand. It's like, why so they pay ambulance themselves, right? Is the ambulance, or is it also available for other people? Yeah, yeah. Captain has the same similar question. I'm curious. They just move. I'm not Jewish, Astaghfirullahaladzim. No. When things heat up in the Middle East, attacks happen. I think they help non-Jews if you ask. Okay, okay. So look, okay, that's fine. If they help non-Jews, I think, yeah, I think people shouldn't just, making it as a big thing, Although, for some people, I understand some people might find it very strange, like for example, can you imagine like ambulance, Muslim only ambulance, Like, what? What is this now? What is this nonsense? Separating ambulance into classes. They're going to say, yes. Yeah, it's like haram, bro. Get out of ambulance. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Uh, yeah, like say the Shahada and no heart attack meds. Yes. The Shahada ambulance, for the Shahada ambulance. You want to come to this ambulance? You say your Shahada first? People go like, no! And then Lyle said, I told you so. I told you that. And Lyle will jump in. Ha! Told you they're up to not so good. I mean, I told you they're up to no good. Sorry. Where is Lyle? I, yeah. Yeah, see, this is why, Captain, I told you that we need people like Lyle, They, you know, not so busy as this morning. Yes, I think because the title. So I didn't put any questions, okay, in the on the screen right now, right? Um, Title of the video is more. If I put something on the screen and then yeah, they will come. Okay, hey, I'm gonna let's put let's I'm curious now. Let's test our hypothesis. Let's test our hypothesis. No, but I don't feel like like a firefighter tonight. Like this morning I have to. Uh, okay. Mm. So what would you ask? What would you ask a Muslim villager? Okay, how about that? Because this morning I have to put down fire several times, too many times. Uh, but also Many people are non-English, non-native English speakers, so sometimes the questions might be, they want to participate, but it's too difficult for them to express their thought, so it could be that, so I noticed that it's easier for people to come, and when the question is only yes or no question, but let's see, let's test my hypothesis. Okay. A debate is one thing, but most of the time it's just abuse. I watch a Jewish man who does live stream and the views he gets is insane. Hello, fat boy, welcome. I ain't gonna lie, look, every time I see an Israeli streamer, I drop a free Palestine. Yammers. That's a good question from Yammers. How did Indonesia become Muslim? Is he magic? No, it's not magic. Okay. Okay. Yammers, welcome back, Yammers. I saw you the other day, right, on my live stream. Welcome back. Um, it was the Indonesia became Muslim because it was started from the time of kingdoms. So what happened was Prophet Muhammad's some of the Prophet Muhammad's companions, and uh, their children, they went to the islands of spice, and they introduced uh, the concept of Islam, and then so how did they convince the people, right, in Indonesia about Islam? So at that time, right, in Indonesia, there were caste system, in society, uh, there's caste system, right? So the the early scholars, right? The early scholars who introduced Islam, right, to the land of Indonesia, um, they couldn't they couldn't spread Islam and convince. No, no, not convince. I'm sorry. Represent Islam, okay, by telling the people in Indonesia, hey, you know what? You will go to heaven because in heaven there will be rivers, there will be trees, there will be fruits. For Indonesian people at the time, it didn't make sense because yeah, we have all of this. We have rivers, we have trees, we have fruits. We have beautiful garden. So the what was sell, right, to the people is the idea of everyone is equal in front of God, in front of the Creator. Everyone is equal in front of the Creator. So people like, well, maybe this is not a bad idea. Let's listen. Let's listen more. So. And then the kings and the royal, they embrace Islam, and then the people embrace Islam, and then so on and so on, and then before you know it, then the whole a majority of people in Indonesia embrace Islam, because the concept of everyone is equal in front of the Creator. So I think that's make the long story short. Yeah, I hope that answered the question, Yomers. Hey, Daniel, welcome. Daniel, welcome. Have a seat, Daniel. Yes, yes. Look, there was caste system in the old teaching. What's the word? Yeah, yeah. Different classes. Because of the influence of Hinduism. Yeah, it's a caste system. Daniel says, "I'm harsh. I've changed my name." Okay, Daniel. How many? Okay, how many names do you have? Why you change your names? Um, It's a very good question from Fat Boy. Is Indonesia Hinduism come from India? Yes, yes, it came from India, right? But it's been modified, okay, Fat Boy. It's been modified by the scholars, okay, in Indonesia. So even though you know, in Hinduism in Indonesia, they believe in Hanuman, Shiva, Durga, Vishnu, but they merged it with the local faith, that has been existed there. So yeah, it's been modified basically. That's why many Indians to Bali, they found that the Hinduism in Indonesia is different from Hinduism in India. Yes, Daniel, I remember you. Thank you for telling us that you were harsh. Okay. Any particular reason why you change your name? Are you hiding from someone, Daniel? Are you in trouble? Give us a hint, yeah, if you're in trouble. Yummers, you didn't mention how traders from Middle East had major. Yes, traders also have influence, right? But it's not. Uh, Traders is not the dominant factors because, like I said earlier, right? There's a caste system there. Okay. During that time when the traders come, uh, in the caste system, traders are considered the caste of the group of people that are not allowed to talk about religion. Okay, so that way it's not the historians in Indonesia believe that it cannot be or couldn't be the traders, because at that time traders are not allowed. They don't have the authority to speak about religion. Okay. Okay, so Fat Boy, so you thought actually it's okay. But thank you for asking. Yes, Luke and Captain, our hypothesis is right. Eh? My real name is Harsh. Generally, I have changed my name in YouTube. There is not any specific reason. Oh, okay. Football pro. You're a Muslim. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Who preach it then exactly, if you don't mind? Yummers, the historians believe that it was the companion of the prophets, who brought the first, and maybe the descendant of the companions, Knight Rider, Captain Blackbird and Luke. Knight Rider is another proof that your assumption is correct. Yes, thank you, Knight Rider, for proving our hypothesis is correct. We thank you for your sacrifice, and we thank you for your effort to prove us that we are correct. Yes, there you go. I'm not gonna block him yet, okay? This is just I feel good, when I'm correct, So I don't know about you guys. I feel good when I'm correct. So God has it's an interesting way. Sometimes God use wicked people, to show us that we are correct. Another feeling. Are you from Malaysia or Indonesia? Yes, Fat Boy, I'm from Indonesia. Yeah. All right, I think Knight Rider has served his purpose here. Let me report him. Okay, just give me Knight Rider. Just stay still. Okay, I'm reporting you. Just stay still. Stay still here. Okay, there you go. Harassment. Okay, there you go. There. Okay, done. Yeah. Night Rider. Okay, where did the companions or their descendants come from? Malaysia is also a Muslim country, remember. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Where did the companions or descendants come from? That's a good question, Yummers. They must be coming from, ship. Oh, are you still here? Okay, okay, Night Rider. Just hang on, okay? Just give me 1 minute, okay, Night Rider. You are. But you have been reported, and are you sure? Are you okay, Night Rider, if I keep reporting you this? Because just saying, you've been reported several times here, and then I'm just worried about your well-being. Okay. Okay then. I just block. Okay then. Just block. Okay, just block then. All right then. Night Rider, stay still. Okay. I want to block you. Just give me. Okay. There you go. Yeah. All right. Is Indonesia part of Indo-Europe culture? Indo-Europe culture? When you mean, what do you mean by Indo-Europe? Indo means India, India and European culture. That no, Indonesia has its own culture. Ships, yes, that means the religion come from outside. Could be the one of descendants hide in the trade ship and got off on Indonesia to preach. Uh, what are you trying to say, Yammers? Indo-European means Moluccas. Moluccas is not Indo-Europe. Moluccas has their own culture, I think. It's a different. Uh, it's the eastern part of Indonesia. Hid, not hide. Okay, Yammers. No, no. I think the companions and other scholars, they went to spread the teaching of Islam. They introduce the teaching of Islam to different countries. Yes, yes. Just give me 1 minute, guys. Okay, give me 1 minute. I feel like a new man. No, where was I? Majapahit was colonized by India and Hinduism. That's why I asked part of. Majapahit was not colonized by India. Okay, Majapahit is his own kingdom. I don't know where you get that. It's colonized by. No, it's not. Okay. Hey, Lyle, hey, welcome back, Lyle. We were actually talking about you earlier. um, homos- what is the punishment for homosexual couple in Islam? Okay, any particular reason why you're concerned about the punishment for homosexual couple, Lyle? Hmm. I would like to answer that, but before I answer that, maybe you can share with all of us here why I'm concerned about the punishment homosexual. You missed my comment. Okay, let me see, Yamers. Let me scroll up. What religion do you think Indonesians followed before they were introduced to Islam? Hinduism? Oh, Yamers, this is a good question, Yamers. They have their own religion. They worship Sang Hyang, Sang Hyang Tunggal, so it's they worship a creator. The concept of creator. There's no shape, there's no statue, it's just worship the creator, which no like the concept is nothingness, so you must not imagine the creator, and then that's their belief, before Hinduism came. And then we still find the artifacts, where people worship up in the mountain, where they meditate and then worship their creator, Okay. Fat Boy, for example, Sundanese and Moluccans are, for example, colonized by India. No, it wasn't no, Fat Boy. I don't know where did you get that from. Okay, um, the kingdoms, right, in Nusantara area, right, they sent their scholars to India to study Hinduism, and there's a proof of that, where in Sumatra, in Java, they have like what do you call it? Boarding school, quote unquote, for religious scholars to study in India, so they were not colonized by any Indian. I don't know where to get that from. Okay, I think you have. Lyle, because my homosexual friend was disowned from his family and left Iraq for it. Oh, okay. Well, is he with you now, Lyle? Would you name your child Dixon? Oh, well, there you go. So, yes, thank you. Are you Lyle's friend? Lyle, you brought your friend here. I have two former friends who were disowned by their families for leaving Islam. Do you believe this approach? Hey, I know I heard people disowned by family not only because of Islam, because of money, because their nose is too big, because of maybe he's a kleptomania, maybe he's a serial killer, or maybe he's a pedo, Yammer quite similar to Buddhism, more like I don't care about that approach. Yes, that good. Wow, your Muslim audience doesn't even respect people who were disowned. Oh, okay, Lyle. Okay then, calm down, Lyle. All right, we okay. Let me speak. I don't want to speak on behalf of others. Okay, I feel sorry for your friend. Okay, who were disowned. Okay, by their family in Iraq. Okay, but to be honest, Lyle. Okay, there are people. Okay, who wanted to have European passport, Lyle. Okay, or Western countries passport. Okay, and then they telling up stories, oh, my life is such in danger over there, at home in Iraq or in Libya or in, maybe in Indonesia, in my village, for example, which is not true. My village is very peaceful, by the way. I'm in danger, guys. And then in order for them to get asylum, so they need to have the story, to present the stories, and then so the institution in that country would give them the passport. That is that is a fact. Oh, Java, you guys have amazing satay sauce. Do you call it like that? Yeah, satay peanut sauce. Yeah, Captain Satay is nice. Satay really. You laugh at my question. Okay, I'm sorry, Lyle. I don't mean to laugh at your question. So serious drama. Rosvita, did you hear about the hentai virus? Yeah, so many virus today. I'm not sure. No, I'm in the village here, so I don't really follow a lot of viruses. But I hope you guys are okay. Okay. I have traveled to Bali. Very nice country. Oh, thank you, fat boy. See, people in my village is nice. Yeah. See, Lyle. You're not even answering my question, and your audience thinks this is funny. What kind of human are you? All right. Well, Lyle, I think I have answered your question. So let me rephrase my answer. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is, right, there are many people out there just to, in order for them to get a Western country passport, they're willing to, tell lies that they were in danger, their life was in danger back home, because people from different place, the media, the movies, keep telling people, in at least in my village, that hi, Western countries so great, it's heaven on earth, you'll be great, and you live like kings and queens there in Western countries, where everything is good, things like that. Look has a good. This is thank you, Look. See, I wasn't making up stories, okay, Lyle. Look says actually officials in UK have been caught telling people to pretend to be gay for asylum. There you go. Look, thank you, Look. Yes. Lyle, why are you so Lyle? Why are you so obsessed with homosexuals? Uh, yes, the right norm. I think the right norm needs to be blocked, right? I think because are Malaysia and Indonesia brothers, Fat Boy? Malaysia and Indonesia, they are in the past they were part of a bigger what's the word? The modern term is federation, okay, but the term at that time is mandala, so they are brothers in terms, uh, they share a certain history. Lyle said, Lyle supports Christians worldwide. Okay, Lyle, well, good for you. Okay, you diverted my question. Roshvita, hentai virus. How about you share with us, okay, Roshita? What did you hear about hentai virus, Roshita? Um, Lyle said you're saying why you keep coming back to the topic of homosexuals. Lyle, okay, Lyle, okay, there are homosexuals in the Middle East too, okay? There are homosexuals in Asia, there are homosexuals in Europe, okay, Lyle? All right. Okay, 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 Lyle. Calm down, Lyle, okay? If that makes you calm down, yes. You are not alone. Fat boy, Europe is bad, sir. A lot of crime and no money job for no. Fat boy. Oh, yes, Rosvita from the cruise ship. Let's talk about female radar. You keep changing the subject here. What is going on, Hal? Make up your mind. Uh, There is persecution to be fair, but people take advantage of the fact for visa reasons. Yes, look. Yes. For visa and passport, yes. All right, Jason. Hey, there you go. Luke and Captain Blackbird. Yes, you are absolutely correct. With your assumption. Again, Jason is the living proof here, and Lyle. Yes. Hirsi. Oh, okay. Lyle, why are Muslim men allowed to have multiple wives without their wife's permission? I'm here, Lyle. Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay, Lyle. I can't have another one. My wife's gonna me. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Antivirus respirator. Yes. Yes. What is wrong with you? Like it seems like Lyle's mind is not far from the pants. Lyle's Lyle's obsessed with pants. Calm down, Lyle. Okay, take a cold shower or something, or have tea. Okay, Indonesian tea will calm you down, Lyle. Okay, calm down, breathe. The Balkan says women in Islam have better and bigger rights than in Christian countries. All right, Balkan, just I appreciate that. Just say that women in Islam have better have good rights. We don't want to insult our Christian friends. Okay, so what's the word? Yeah, it's a kind reminder. Okay, it's a kind reminder. But thank you for answering. Okay, Balkan. Yeah, exactly, Blackbird. Yeah, can't even take care of one. Won't have four. Ronnie. Hey, welcome back, Ronnie. Walaikum salam, Ronnie. Peace be with you too. Jason, how many wives can Muslim have? Why did Muhammad allow to have more? Why are you so? Jason, are you Lyle's friend here? Lyle, you is Jason from Iraq, the one who ran away from Iraq. Jason. Okay, Jason. Okay. If your question is genuine, Jason, okay, I will try to answer this, okay? If your question is genuine, okay. So how many wives can Muslim have? Okay, all right. It sounds like a genuine question, okay. All right. So basically, there's a verse, okay, that came, okay. The context is, okay, at that time, right? There were no rules, okay, how many wives can a person have, okay? So before the verse of the Quran came, right, the man can marry anywhere, anyone, can marry, as many as they want. Let's say 1,000 wives, 100, so sometimes they marry a girl at money, for their what do you call it? Heritage, money. What do you call it? Heritage money. Any case, so in Islam, Islam says don't do that. So there's a verse came. Okay, uh, you can marry one, okay, or two, or I'm paraphrasing here, two or three or four, okay. Um, you can what's the if you cannot do just, okay, you cannot be just to all, then only marry one, okay. So in Islam is you what's the word there is a limitation, okay. Okay, so before the Quran was revealed, there was no limitation. A man can marry as many as they wanted. I mean, historically, uh, rich people, before Islam came, married like 120. It's nothing wrong because there was no law that is forbid that. Okay, so I hope that answered the question, Jason Donovan. Hey Chinese, what, do I look like Chinese to you? Yes, I do. How many wives had Prophet Solomon according to the Bible? Now you see there. Yes, by the way, I believe, Jason believes, yes, if that's what you believe. Okay, fine, Jason. If you that's what you believe, you want to believe, okay. But if you want to know the truth, then I'll be more than happy to give you answer. But if you are one of those people who like, I don't want to hear blah 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 blah, then what can I say? You just, well, congratulations with your beliefs, okay. Fat boy, do Indonesia practice Hinduism in India? Do Indonesia practice Hinduism in India? I don't understand the question, fat boy. Man in the north, what made you become Muslim? Okay, man in the north. Okay, what made me become Muslim is the concept of one God. There is and yeah, and this one God is all, like, it's different from the creation. And also it doesn't contradict the other, it doesn't claim as the only truth, men in the north. I saw different people, a different group, they claim that they have the only truth and other people will go to hell. But in Islam, Islam doesn't do that. So I see that, oh, okay, so Islam does see that, okay, there's only one God, that we only worship one God, and what's the word? God sent many messengers to different people, right, with the same message. And if those people follow those messengers, they follow the truth as well, just like we follow the truth. So the way that what attracted me is, okay, it's not an exclusive club. Islam doesn't see. I don't see Islam as an exclusive club. You know, that's what made me. And other people might have a different reason. Okay, that's my reason that I couldn't think of right now. Lal, show me from the Bible. All right, Balkan, Balkan. Okay, we have Christian friends here who are also open-minded here, so we try not to criticize the Christian scriptures. Balkan. And what we can do, this is a kind reminder that we can explain to them, about Islam, and that's it. We in a defense mode, if you may call it. So we try not to fall into the debate, because some people, they come, they just want debate, but they're not really seeking for truth. Okay, so yeah, Ronnie, and also Ronnie. Okay, so yeah, so we try not to attack the other people. Okay, other group guys, my Muslim brothers. Okay, Muslim brothers. Okay, we try not to, this live stream is not to attack Christianity. This live stream is not to convert people to Islam. This is just an effort, to clarify certain things, about misconception of Islam. That's it. So even though they say horrible things to us, we try to just explain Islam is like this and that's it. We don't have to attack. I don't want us to fall into the debate. There are many other live streamers out there that like to have the debate. I'm a villager. Okay, I'm a villager, and I was growing up in. I was taught that in a debate, that people seek for victory. They don't really seek for truth. Okay, so we don't want to do that. Okay, so we want to stay cool-headed. Cool-head, even though there are some horrible people with horrible comments out there. Okay, but there are many other Christian friends who's understanding, here as well. Um, so I would like to just please, okay, Muslim brothers, okay. Okay, man in the north. Oh, okay, I grew up atheist and now looking into religion. Man in the north, right? If you are an atheist, I know it sounds very strange, but you are actually closer to Islam. It sounds strange. The reason why you became an atheist, if I may say, right? Because the concept of God that was presented to you doesn't make sense. So in Islam, right, there is a saying that I'm sure and certain that there's nothing worthy of worship except the one God. Okay, so if you're an atheist, you are part of that sentence, that I believe there's nothing worthy of worship. So you already believe in that certain part of that. I'm not saying you're a Muslim, okay? I'm just saying that you are actually closer to Islam more than you know it. Waalaikumsalam, Bosnia Herzegovina. Get married, God will. Okay, I'm reading the. Okay, all right. So Jason, Muhammad was allowed. No, who told you that, Jason? Either you, no, you. Someone's telling you a lie. Okay, Jason. Okay, fat boy, sir. Why do Indonesian look more Chinese, but Malaysia people look more tanned? I thought they speak the same language. No, fat boy. Indonesians don't. Okay, I have to. Indonesians are mixed in DNA. Okay, so Indonesia is very mixed. For thousands of years, okay, a lot of travelers, from China, from India, from Persia, very little from Persia, but mostly from India and China. They mix with the local. Okay, there are already local people living in the place what is today called Indonesia, fat boy. So many of us look Chinese, many of us look a little bit like Indians, and many of us look like Australian Aborigines, and about the language, fat boy. Malaysia recognize Malay language. Okay, so there are certain tribes in Indonesia that speaks Malay as well. Like on the island of Sumatra and Kalimantan, but there's only a small portion of Indonesia that speak Malay. But Indonesia is much bigger than that, because there are many tribes in Indonesia speak different language. They have their own cultures and language. So when you say that they speak the same language, they don't. They don't speak the same language. Okay? The Indonesian language is taken from Malay language, okay, as the blueprint from one of the tribes in Indonesia. Okay? Uh, Captain Blackbird said, "I love how Islam brings so many different people together. It's amazing." Yeah, yeah, Captain. I mean, when I was in Makkah, there were I saw different people from different part of the world over there. Like, wow, it's like what melting pot. Can understand why they are so annoyed about the number of wives. Yeah, I don't know, Mariam. It's not me, okay? Just some people are just obsessed with the number of wives. I don't know. uh, Deva, are you Muslim? Yes, I am. Deva, welcome. Uh, yes, they love to argue. They come with two, three things to say over and over. Yes, 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 Mariam, I agree with you. They say they're just throwing up words, sometimes. But again, guys, okay, this is a kind reminder, okay, for all of you Muslim brothers, right? When we try to clarify certain things, try not to attack our Christian friends, okay? They are Christian friends here that sincere and what's the word? Not like those weirdos, So just um, we're not here to sink other people's battleship. That's what I'm trying to say. What is the context, Deva? Yeah, and it could be anything, Deva. Yeah, because this morning, Deva, right? I was asking about. I put the question: Is Islam misunderstood? And then it brought what they call it. It brought interesting people. I'm trying to be polite. Interesting people. And then and before this, I didn't put any question on the screen, and it was very peaceful, by the way. Okay, uh, it was very peaceful. The Muslims, the Christians, we talk and in a respectful way, very calm. And so we just test the water, let's see. Put the question here, and suddenly, bleh, it's a madhouse now. Okay, not a madhouse now. No, it's not. Thank you guys. I appreciate that you guys are passionate about this. What's the word, topic? I appreciate that. It's just a kind reminder that even though we are passionate about this subject, we try not to fall into endless debate. Okay. Okay, Jason. I may not agree with your beliefs, but I do love you. Oh, thank you, Jason. There you go. Yeah. See, Jason has finally made Toba. Jason has repented, guys. I'm sorry, Jason. Yes, Jason. Thank you. I really appreciate that, Jason. Okay. Village, you Chinese? Do I look Chinese to you? Yes, I guess I do. Even my son said, Dad, you do look Chinese. Even my son said that. No. Balkan said, brother, I'm not attacking nobody. I just answering question and ask question. Is it okay in the Bible that Solomon but not Islam? Yes, Balkan. I know what your intention. Okay, thank you, Balkan. Okay. Rosvita, Hanta virus is like hentai. Hanta virus is like hentai. Oh, okay. And Balkan said when they talk about women's rights in Islam, ask them what is the oldest university in the world. It's not Harvard. It's in Morocco, and it's women who started. Yes. I agree with you. Yes, Harvard had an office for Jeffrey Epstein. Didn't want to hear that. Okay, Balkan. Yes. Bosnia Herzegovina, like Indonesia, and we have very good relationship with Israel. Oh, yes, thank you, Balkan. I grew up when I was in high school. We heard about what's going on long time ago about the war there, and we're really concerned about the well-being. Okay, definitely some Austronesian in there. Oh yeah, see, there's a. What do you think, guys? Maybe I should just remove people who just throw, statements like this, like X. What do you think? Huh? This is not healthy. So, guys, if you have a question, you can ask question. Okay, but don't throw random stuff. Friend of mine came from Chechnya. Okay. Fat boy, don't forget, because Indonesia, Austronesian history is also come from India. History facts. I don't know where you got your history from, fat boy. I think you should recheck again the history, okay? Because Indonesia has its own history as well. He's reading old chat, right? Yes, Mariam, I'm reading the old chat here. I got distracted. Oh, yo. So many people. Guys, my eyes are getting crossed like trying to read all the chats. I'm sorry, guys, if I cannot read all your chats, okay? I don't want to have cross eyes here. Okay, another question. Muslim always say Old and New Testament are corrupted, but they say Muhammad was prophesied in the books that were corrupted. What are your thoughts? Okay, Jason. The Muslims believe, right? Jesus, okay, was revealed. Revelation is called Injil. Okay, Jason. um, and Moses was revealed a revelation that is called Torah. David was revealed uh, revelation that's called Zabur. So when so we believe that the Muslims believe that the Bible itself is not Injil. The Bible itself is it's a compilation of books, right? But the Injil was revealed to Jesus. So but even so, right, the Muslims believe there's some trace of truth in the Bible. So I don't want to go to, I don't want to fall into talking about the scriptures. But I'm just trying to give you context here. That's why some Muslims take a certain part of the Bible uh, from the Muslim perspective, right? As long as that doesn't contradict the Quran, because the Muslim believe the Quran is a revelation from God, so we can accept that. Jason. Okay, so I don't want to go too far, right? Because my intention is just to explain the Muslim perspective, okay, as a villager. Okay, so I'm not a scholar, okay, I'm just a villager. Okay, Luke, you are really so good. Hey, Luke is educated Christian, okay, Mariam, and he's a very good friend of us here. Yes, yes, Captain. So the Injil is the gospel of Jesus, basically. So one day when if the archaeologists maybe find the gospel of Jesus, hey guys, this is it. This is the original the gospel of Jesus. This is real. We Muslim will say yes. We already know that Jesus was given revelation of Injil. Okay. Hey, I welcome back, I. Well, you guys are showing a lack of understanding. Yes, everybody don't understand. All of you have little understanding, unlike me. Okay, unlike me. You guys have little understanding. Unlike me, okay. The Gospels are all Jesus. Okay, if you say so. Alcohol is so forbidden in Bible, pork forbidden in the Bible, but when Paul said no, you don't need to follow that. Yeah. So yes, okay, guys, let's yeah, just a kind reminder, guys. Let's what's the challenge is, guys. The challenge is here is we can clarify certain things about Islam, okay, misconception about Islam, without attacking the Bible, okay. So this is the challenge for us, okay. So see it as like we play football, in a football game, right? We are on a defense, like we were playing total defense, so I know some of you there are strikers, um, so all strikers and defense and players all defense mode, okay, so everybody just total defense, okay guys. And the Muslim brothers and sisters, okay, I'm talking to you guys. Let's put total defense. What has Allah done for you moving forward? Well, Allah is actually God, the one God in Arabic. It's just an Arabic word for God, moving forward. So it's like asking question, what has God done for you? And I think if you are not an atheist, then I think you would know the answer. Okay? You don't know moving forward. Well, I just don't think there's a. Also, you are an atheist moving forward, or what is your background? I think there's a name for God. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a name for God. Yes, that's why Allah is not a name. It's just it means the one God. Sorry, bulk. So many. You guys, the comments are so fast. Al Rahim. Yes, the attributes. Yeah, the most loving. Okay, and the all powerful, all knowing, all seeing. Yeah. So. No, I believe there is a creator, Jaya Moving said. I just do not subscribe to a religion. Okay. Okay. Well, if you believe there's a creator, right? And we are on the same boat. Okay, moving forward. If you believe there's a creator, you don't subscribe to a religion, we are on the at least I'm a Muslim, but I can say we are on the same boat. There is a creator. Okay, how about that? We start from similarities first, okay? We know him by his names, yeah. Yes, Captain. Okay, moving forward, we start from similarities, okay? You know, this is Luke and Captain Blackbird's fault, you know. I almost have crossed eyes reading the comments. Yes, your fault. Moving forward, we can't hear the whispers that are meant to guide us to truth. Okay, yes. Okay, I can accept that moving forward. Okay. Um, how about this? If you don't wanna don't wanna hear whispers, okay, um, you can read the Quran. Okay? I'm not trying to convert you. Okay, just read the Quran and then see for yourself if it's really from God. As a person that doesn't follow any religious, okay, teaching. Okay, so just read the Quran from the perspective of someone who doesn't follow any religion. and you believe there's a creator, and then see see from yourself. Okay, and then um I hope that it's not gonna be a whisper anymore. But if you have a question, then just go ahead. I'll try to answer. Okay, if you have a question here, I would, if I can answer, I would be more than happy to answer. Wisdom, like Muslims, I believe one day we both become close than ever. Wisdom, exactly. For to our Christian friends here, okay. Here's something interesting, okay. In the Quran, okay. I told you guys this in my previous live stream, okay. in the Quran, actually, the Christians are seen in a positive way. Okay, um, even in so, right? Uh, okay, I'm paraphrasing here because I don't remember the exact words. Okay, so one day, right, when the time comes where the idol worshippers, the people hate the Muslim. There will be time they will show the most hatred towards Muslim. Okay, uh, when the time comes, uh, the people that will show love and affection to you Muslims are they who call themselves Christians. Is in the Quran. Okay, so that's how positive the Christian is seen in the Quran. Okay, I'm sure no one told you this before. Okay, I'm certain. I'm certain of this. I'm certain of this. There will be time, okay, when people show the extreme hostility, right, towards Muslims, and the people who show love and affection to you Muslims are people who call themselves Christians. It's blind faith. I disagree with that. Moving forward, it's not blind faith. Maybe how it's presented to you, with no actual result. No, I disagree with that. Okay. Um, Jason said, remember, we all can't be right. Either Christians are right or Muslims are wrong, or Muslims are right and Christians are wrong. Our souls are in balance. I'll pray for you, Denny. Okay, Jason. Well, there's another alternative here, Jason. How about I am right and you're wrong? That's a possibility also. I'm sorry, Jason. Just joking. Okay. I think I think this is I think there's something in my tea here, guys. Moving said Moving said that both Christians and Muslims do not know what they're talking about. Okay. Okay, okay. Well, if that's what you believe, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you believe that, okay? If you think like that moving forward. I'm not here to change your belief or mine, okay? Uh, but I'm here if you have any question, okay? Yeah, Mariam, straight to the point. Uh, who's, who is Syriac Aramaic? He didn't speak Syriac. Okay, I'm not sure what you mean. Nobody knows who had is that spark on these religious titles because they have not actually connected with God. Okay, okay. Again, okay. Look, I'm sorry if you feel that way moving forward. But again, if you have a question about certain things regarding the Islam, then I will try my best to answer. Okay, I'm not here to change your mind. Okay. He spoke. There are no difference from gangs. They all gang up to speak on their knowledge of what someone has written, but have not lived the things they speak on. Yes, moving forward in that context. Okay, this is why I mentioned this in my other live stream. Okay, moving forward, if you want to study Christianity, then read the scripture. If you want to learn about Islam, read the scripture, the Quran. Okay, don't look at the Muslims. Same, if you want to learn Christianity, then you should study the Bible. You don't look at the Christians, um, because you will get the wrong conclusion. Um, I think it's fair to say that. So if you want to study certain things, you read the textbook. The, what do you call it? The guidebooks. If you want to know about you know in the villages words, okay, if you want to understand about the car, read the manual book of the car, right? You cannot judge a car by the driver. You might take the wrong conclusion. I don't know if it makes sense. Yeah. So when it comes to Islam, going back to the context of Islam, so if you want to judge Islam, it's your right, but judge it not from looking at the Muslims, but by look at the Quran. Okay, that's all I can say. Hello, Dirty Deeds. Welcome. Actually, Christ never attacked Muslims, but attacked only Jews. So Christians should not attack Muslims too, vice versa. Nobody should attack anybody. Okay, wisdom. Please. I've already searched there to read the book on the car. I have to have actually worked on the car after reading it, getting the car to work after following the instruction. Oh, okay, that's good. Good for you, moving. Mariam says, I think everything is available now, all the answers. If someone wants to learn, quick research will help. Yes, Mariam, that's true. But, okay, this is also something to also be considered, Mariam. Some people, right, they were brought up, okay, certain ways of, being given a certain information, right? So sometimes, if they know that the information is available today, okay, but there's a mental block, because if they read this, it means that the reality of that person could be untrue, and it could be very scary, for some people, Mariam, It means that, does it mean that finding the truth that everybody around that person has been lying to him or to her, Does it mean that his teacher, his parents, his family, his religious leader, does it mean that all of them are lying to him? It's heavy, so for some people. That's why I don't, I try to have more empathy towards them who refuse to see the truth. Okay. So why would you consider yourself a part? Okay, let me read moving forward here. Why would you consider yourself a part of a group instead of just saying you believe in God? Why do you put a title on what you believe? Moving forward, a Muslim is actually, it means that a person who submit to the will of God, and that's it, like a baby. A baby is considered a Muslim because a baby will submit his will or her will to the law of the universe that God created. A tree is considered a Muslim because the tree submit its will to the law of universe, the stars, the moon. That's it. it's not a cult, okay? It's not a group of cult, religious cult, it's not. It's not, okay? There's a lot of meanings to the same words. Yes, moving forward. Yes, yes, yes. Muslim is actually a person who does Islam. Islam is a verb, right? Means surrender, submission. It can also mean peace. Mu is a suffix in English. It's like or a traveler. Wanderer. So the suffix So. Muslim is basically a person who peacefully surrendered to the will of God. That's it. Yes, Ronnie. Thank you, Ronnie, for explaining that. Yes. The- Yep, yep, yep. Ronnie, Captain, Mariam, thank you guys for being calm, in explaining the clarifying misconception. So without attacking, that's a yeah. This is what I prefer. So we just explain. They don't If they don't accept it, it's okay. I know captain is the striker. In the football team, it's a striker. There, in the football team, there's strikers. There's the defenders, right? And there's playmakers. So captain is a striker. So just kindly ask those strikers to just follow defense mode. Yeah. Finish it? Yes. Huh? What pipe?
For the kitchen.
The kitchen. All right, I'll fix it. Okay, guys.
Super high pressure.
All right, I'll fix it then. Guys, I have to go now because the pipe in the kitchen is broken. Okay, so I have to fix it. It's time for me to say goodbye. Okay, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Mariam, Captain, Ronnie, okay, Balkan, okay, and Luke, right? Shivam, okay, and moving. Okay, I cannot mention all of your names, but thank you guys for trying your best to be respectful to each other. Yeah. Okay. Okay. See you guys in the next live stream. Okay. Take care. Okay. Peace all. Bye bye.